Hello, viewers. Good evening. How are you? How is the weekend going? Hope it is all well. So we are here to, have a live session and a live interview with one of my friend, a great tarot reader, a coach, a Parihara team, founder, and I am happy to be a part of, interviewing her live with you guys. So if you're all ready, just let's start with the interview. So, yeah, so giving a just a small introduction about Anuradha Kapoor. So, who is she? She is a pranic healer, a manifestation guide, a tarot coach, a tarot reader. Everyone knows, and I am so happy that I have been, I have taken a reading from her. I've been guided, with her tarot reading, with manifesting my wishes, everything. So she is a pranic healer also, and she has done her pranic healing from Yoga Vaidya Pranic Healing Foundation and Isha Foundation, etc. And I believe she has a very, very, very strong intuition because I've been, seeing her since a very long time, and I believe she has a very strong intuition. So like everything, she gives guidance for everyone's career, finances, relationship, business. You name it, and she is there to guide you with her tarot reading and whichever knowledge she has. And I'm so happy, and I've been part of everything she knows. And she launched the Parihara team for everyone to help many, many, many people with her manifestation techniques. She has taken manifestation sessions, to help many people to manifest their very, very, very hard wishes. People are, just fulfill each and every wish you want. She helps us with the switch words. She helps with angelic numbers. You know, she's amazing. I can say she's amazing. She really makes a difference in your life with whatever knowledge she has. So this is the small introduction I can give about Anuradha Kapoor. Let's start with the interview. Hi Anuradha. Good
Yeah,
evening.
hi Shirisha.
Hi.
Firstly, let me thank you
So
for giving such warm and kind words of introduction. I was not expecting so much coming from you, but it extremely kind, I would say, and gratitude for all those positive words and experiences that you hold about me, your thoughts you hold for me. So thanks a lot for such a warm introduction. Thanks a lot.
I'm so glad I got this opportunity, to praise you. Being a friend, being a student of the, I can say all the viewers that I have taken the tarot, tarot reader coaching from Anuradha Kapoor, and I'm so privileged to say that I took the course from her. Thank you, Anu.
Thanks.
So let's start. Anu, I just want to ask, to help other viewers who are, watching the live, what is actually the tarot card reading?
Yeah, it's actually a very important question because there are many people who are ignorant as to what is tarot cards or what is a tarot card reading session all about. It is an awesome tool, or an awesome experience that one can actually go through. So, what is this tarot card reading that we keep hearing or understanding all about? So, it's a session whereby you have a practitioner, and the practitioner takes the help and the tool of the tarot cards. Okay, and with the help of these tarot cards, what do? We try to first understand the reason the person has approached us. So maybe in the area of career, business, or could be relationship, finances, could be general guidance. So what is important is that the person who is the reader has to have a requisite knowledge, experience and understanding in framing the right questions to the tarot cards, because when you're framing the right questions, we are enabling the right guidance, which can be helpful and relevant to the person who's coming for that guidance as such. So that's the first thing, as to how you can use a tarot card as a tool. Second is that during the session, we start the session always by making a small invocation or a prayer, asking for the presence of the divine and the angels of guidance, the angels of tarot and beings of tarot, because at that particular moment, the person who is doing the reading is just a channel. And that moment, once we invoke and the reading session starts, there are cords of energy which gets connected from the tarot to the person who's reading and also from the reader. The entire environment at that moment transforms into a different level of energy as such. And then, based upon whatever the cards have come, you explain, from end to end, the entire understanding for the reason the person has come and the question that the person is holding. Then you frame it up and help the person so that they can take a proper informed decision based upon the kind of the guidance which is coming. So yeah, they have to look into these guidance also with a new perspective and with a very proper insight, and the person who's receiving the guidance has to be very open minded. We cannot come with a closed frame of mind or a very preconceived thought process. We have to be very open as to what kind of a guidance it's coming. It will always not be something that you're looking for. There can be something for you where you have to perhaps take a decision in terms of evolving yourself, or whether what is going to be for your highest good. That's extremely important. Not important what is good for me. What is good for my highest good is something where we use the tools of tarot card session, doing the reading to the opposite person. And yes, once we do so, it is on the person who is there seeking this kind of a guidance to take a proper decision and a plan of action on the insight that has been shared. And then we close the tarot card reading session with a prayer. And this is how the tarot card reading takes place, where we make the piles as such and pick up one by one card. Sometimes there could be a kind of a question that can go more than even 3 cards, because it is on the intuitive guidance also on the person who's reading. May feel that I may not require 3 but may require more than 3 cards. So based upon that, the guidance can go for 4, 5th or 6th, whatever number of cards it is. It's based upon the kind of the interaction and the situation that is. So yes, and then that helps the opposite person to take the decision based on it. So that's how the tarot card reading session is actually all about.
Beautiful, beautifully said. Thank you for giving a brief introduction about what is tarot reading. Like many people would not know what exactly is a tarot reading, and you have clearly explained what is it and how can you do that. So I want to ask you something, Anuradha. So how will everyone, a person who is taking a reading from you or any other person, how will it benefit them? How will the tarot reading will benefit the person?
So we actually have 7 benefits of taking a tarot card reading. The first
Oh,
is when you
wow.
do, yeah, 7. Could be also more, but yeah, I have concised with my experience to about 7.
Okay.
So the first itself is that as you do a reading, first it helps you to give a proper insight, okay, because you are getting it through the help of these cards, which has very insightful meaning and images which relates to you, helps you to do some kind of a self reflection for yourself. Second thing, it helps you to gain more clarity and a decision making. Now for example, when I have some people coming to me in for example in case of business, so they check with me, like, should we do an X business or should we do a Y business? Okay, or an individual has come, whether should I consider to be in the job, or should I change my job, or should I look for new opportunity, or should I discontinue working or should I start my own venture? Or there are people who are perhaps considering an opportunity overseas, so they also come, like, we are confused. We are not having like a kind of a conflict which is going, and not able to have a clarity as to whether should I take a job opportunity in India or should I consider an overseas opportunity. So when it comes to a relationship, they may have a conflict that should I go for an arranged marriage or should I go for a love marriage. So when you have this kind of conflicts, and when you consider doing a tarot card reading, you get a clarity, you get a help in making an informed decision. Another thing is, when you reach to a tarot card reader, the biggest plus point is an experienced and a mature tarot card reader will not judge you, will be a person who will not try to, for example, if a person has reached you and said that I have multiple failures in my relationship and now I am wanting to perhaps consider another relationship in my life, so what is the guidance? So the person will not try to judge about the failures that the person had. You will try to focus on giving the guidance to the person so that the opposite person can help to have a personal growth and more empowerment, and gives a validation and a confirmation on the kind of the clarity the person is seeking. And the fifth is the kind of the exploration of possibilities that one can get once you're doing a tarot card reading, because you may think that this is only limited to certain extent, but you get a bigger horizon as such as to how it is done. So you get an exploration of possibilities when you're doing a tarot card reading. And also it's a kind of an emotional healing. Many a times we've got thoughts or decisions or things that trouble us, our feelings, and we don't know whom to go, whom to speak. That might bottle up and give us, some sort of mental or emotional disturbance in our life. So when you go down to a reader or a tarot card reader, you are able to vent up your thoughts and emotion, because the opposite person is not going to judge. So it's a kind of an emotional healing also, because you are allowing your emotions to flow naturally, which has been bottled up in you, to the opposite person. And you know that the opposite person will make a very unbiased guidance and a judgment, to be given through the basis or the tools of the tarot card, not its individual understanding or a wide understanding or a X situation. So that is how it is. It also lastly and finally helps you to get into a spiritual connection. Many a times the people do get a guidance as to how they can use the spiritual realm also, of the energy world, of transforming situations in their life. So these are seven, I can just say in brief about, say, seven most important benefits of considering a tarot card reading. Yeah.
I think these seven benefits are like more than enough for a person. Because the guidance, every person, they need that guidance to, decide what they want in their life. And I think tarot reading will help everyone, to just select what they want.
True, true.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, like, I just want to know, of course, the viewers also wanted to know, like, how are you inspired to become a tarot reader?
Okay, that's a very interesting question.
I know.
Okay, yeah. So I would like to share my experience of me being in a situation where I myself considered to take a tarot card reading. And
Okay.
when I took this tarot card reading, I found the reading that came to me was very relevant and very helpful. And one of my guidance also was that I should be a tarot card reader. Okay,
Oh,
so yes, so when I shared this with certain people that were close to me, I definitely got mixed responses as to, on my journey of this. But that's where I think your decision making comes into the picture as to what it is. So right from the childhood, I always had a flair to, help people. And in my different experiences and journey of life, I also had a situation where, my medical journey also was in a situation where I was in the midst of a catastrophe, and I had to navigate my life in a very different manner. So I can say I have always had a tremendous challenges, but I have not always thought that why life is throwing so many challenges or so many obstacles into me. Rather, I have looked at these obstacles and challenges in a way as to how I can become more strong and grow, evolve as a person I am, and take an opportunity to move forward in a positive direction as such. So in this journey of my life, I have realized that these kind of situations which comes to you, and when I chose this journey of a tarot card reading as such, I could relate this with also with many more people could get benefited. So I started doing reading for myself, for family, for friends, and I found that people were able to make life transforming what do you say decisions that were coming for them, as it happened to me. And when I started doing reading client after client, I could see success stories of there, which was very, very, like very motivational for me as such. I like to just give an example of one of my client. So she was looking out for a job opportunity, and she had come to me for a reading. And I remember one of her card was a card of a celebration. So when she went for a job interview, and she received a job offer letter, the first thing she did, it was very sweet of her, she gave me a call and she said, hey, I am holding a job offer letter, and I remember in my tarot card reading there was a card of a celebration, and I'm celebrating with the job offer letter. And as my card depicted, it's like raining and I'm dancing in this rain with this offer letter. Okay, that was
wow.
very, very sweet with her. I was so touched that I could transform an individual's situation in a very, very positive way. as such. So I won't give the credit to myself. I give credit also to those people, of my clients who have come to me for reading, whereby I give them those techniques and those guidance, but they have the intention to believe and diligently practice what is told to them. And I think that is where I think the frequency and changes have taken place. So, like, to give you another example, I had a lady who had come to me who wanted to be an entrepreneur, but she had her finances stuck and she never wanted to take a support from her spouse or anybody from the family. She wanted her own money to come. So it was stuck for a very long time. So I did a tarot card reading for her, and I felt intuitively that this is where I think she needs a help of mine to give some technique which can help her. Well, she followed that practice very diligently, and just in next couple of weeks, I was again very glad. She informed me, hey, I got my money and I am about to start my business. Now I've
Wow.
got the resources. So, like, yeah, so all the things that these kind of success stories, when they share with me, I eventually realized that more and more people can get benefited, especially the youngsters. Most of the women can get the empowerment, or many even men, why not, as such, if they learn more of the tarot card, not only just reading but they also learn tarot card reading. Perhaps I can broaden the spectrum of reaching to people, make it more wider and transforming and touching many lives, as I am doing in my limited arena. But if I make more and more tarot readers, what they will do, they will be able to definitely touch many lives which can be transformed. So that is one way of we helping people. Second, this can also give them an opportunity of financially being self sufficient, opportunity for an alternate career path. We never know what kind of situations can come in life. Like, none of us expected COVID. When COVID came, many people actually were in a difficult situation. So you never know as to what it will turn to be. And always remember, I always feel that the kind of the talent and knowledge you take always remains with you. You never know in what situation it can come as the tool of a help to you. Somewhere also I feel that when I chose this journey of tarot coaching and reading, also was another reason it was inspiring, because I've been a spiritual, quite a spiritual person. And this also has a some psycho spiritual wiser point also, when you are trying to help people via reading, or when you are teaching your students, you find that kind of peace and sense of fulfillment. And that perhaps something that inspires me to go on in this journey of my tarot venture, what I'm doing. So that's how I chose to be a tarot coach, reader, and continuing with this journey.
Yeah, I think I can understand like your profession makes more beautiful, looking at the clients' happy faces and manifesting their wishes with your guidance.
True. Yeah.
Very, very beautiful, very beautiful. All right. So, what services do you give to the clients who come for your readings? Apart from only the tarot reading, is there anything else you would like to offer them, the guidance or anything?
So as I just made a mention to you, then my journey of life, I have always been open to learning. So there were a lot of skills and techniques that I learned. One was of LOA, that is law of attraction, of switch words, and many more things as such. So what I realized is that based upon a person's situation, or also to my students, I can help them, like for example, with switch words. Now, what are switch words all about? It's again a science. So everything that is there in this universe is made up of energy. It has its vibration, it has its frequency, and every word that we say also has a particular vibration, energy, and a frequency. So when we use this word again and again, when we invoke, what are we doing? We are creating that energy with that words that we are using. Like how you chant in Hindi, we say na mantra ko chant karte hain. Now another example is the mantra, or you can say the word om. All of us know the benefit of this word when we keep chanting it again and again, and how the kind of the vibrations are done. Just exactly in the switch word, what we do is we use this word. Now for example, now if I'm feeling alone, I'm feeling very lonely, but the moment I think about the word love, 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 what I'm trying to do, I should chant this word, not only just loudly, but have an intention of switching my word. That's the word switch word. You're switching your energy from the negative frequency to a positive frequency, from loneliness to love. So when you switch this vibration, as such, what you have to have is a positive intention, the tonality of the way you are doing it, your body language, everything plays important. 10 minutes, the link is over. So this is what we have to remember, and then when we do so, we attract the right thing from the universe. Another technique would be water charging technique. It's a very ancient technique, not something that I have introduced. Even scientist Dr. Masaru Emoto has worked onto it. He took two glasses, put one word hate and another love, and when he put in the freezer, and the next day when he saw in the microscope, the molecules of the water, the cellular
I
body
know.
itself was very different. The
Yes,
love
yes.
was beautiful flower and white, whereas the hate was very shady, and very blurred as such. So that's the power of energy, that we have on words, on our thoughts, on our feelings or emotions. So these are certain kind of techniques, along with my tarot card reading, which I try to contribute and help them, so that they can take an informed decision and transform their vibrations and frequencies.
So it is like every person, the reading and the frequency is different, is what you say.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. So Anu, I have a surprise for you,
Okay.
and for all the viewers, who are watching this live session. So let me quickly share the screen. So this is the testimonial video testimonial which is given by one of your students or a client who has taken the reading from you. So let me play this.
Hi everyone, my name is Uma. I'm a tarot card student. I got the tarot card teaching done by Miss Anuradha. She is a knowledgeable coach. She has a passion to teach people, and she is a mentor for life. The learning experience was amazing. A lot of examples were given which was related well with the cards and the client situation. Good thing of her is she is available even after the session. She is a mentor for life. She guided me very well. And what I would strongly recommend people who are interested to help people to go for it. This was a very helpful session. I'm very happy, and I thank Miss Anuradha for giving me this opportunity to make me learn this tarot card uh, reading. Thank you.
Beautiful. She is so happy to take that from you.
I give the credit to her, not to me,
Yeah.
that she
So the
took a wise
next,
decision.
yeah. So the next would be the written testimonial from one of your client, Pooja. She is
Okay.
very happy to get the correct guidance. She's very grateful to Anuradha ma'am that her experience. She got a right advice, techniques. Whatever the techniques you have given, it worked her, like magic. So see, one of your clients from Japan, Nivedita. She were, they were in a dilemma, on the career perspectives, and she got the reading from you, and they're very happy with the outcome, and she's so happy, happy faces.
Good.
Ganesh, one of your client, and he was in a confusion of in the financial planning, and of course he got the right guidance from you, and he is also so happy that he is able to get the right path in the financial planning to to keep their family have everyone happy. And Shankar, one of your client where he was seeking guidance. I think he was planning
His
to
family.
travel abroad with his family, and his son, he's struggling to get a right institution for his son. And your guidance with the tarot reading helped him to find all the manifestation techniques which you have shared from the team Parihara has helped him so much to find the right
Shady
institute
shouted
for
about.
for him. All right. So Anu, you want to share anything with the viewers? Uh,
I think, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think there is a surprise from from you. You can. I think you are planning to give a 2024 a prediction, like a guidance for 2024, which you were saying.
Yes,
Surprise
yes.
to the viewers.
Yes, sure, sure. I'll go ahead. Okay, so Firstly, I want to thank you for inspiring, a lot of people, including me, in terms of sharing those testimonials as such. And yeah, as the viewers have been waiting for, so let's just invoke and see what is the general tarot guidance that is coming for the year 2024 for all of us as such. So let's look into it. So let's see what the cards have to hold for us. So from the first pile, we have the card of awareness. Okay. From the second pile, it's a very nice card. It is come the card of participation. And from the third card, we have got a card of breakthrough. Okay, now let me just give you an understanding of although this is a very, very positive card, and every single card which has come is very, very amazing. The card of awareness that we have, just got at this moment, it speaks about, we being actually being present and being very mindful. Okay, so we have to practice of every decision that we take of being very mindful and being fully present in every aspect of our life in terms of our thoughts, feelings, emotions, staying grounded as such. And we may have very different situations in our life, but we have to take them with lot of clarity as such. And what is more important is the self love. Now what happens is, I'll give you an example that for there is a person whose child is sick. Okay, and this person has taken a decision of say relocating from a city to city or from a job to a job. People start judging the person in a different manner. Somewhere the person is projected a lot of guilt, and the person starts feeling that there's something wrong perhaps with me, what I or the person is going through. So at such moment, when you do a reflection, you know why you have taken the decision, what was the actual insight of it for you to do so. So not getting projected and feeling that guilt as such, you can do a self forgiveness or do inner reflection. By coming out of it is the card of awareness, because that is going to block your progress by you allowing any projection of negativity, because people do not know the depth of what you are saying as such. Okay, so yeah, so we might have this getting disconnected or in 2 minutes, so you can reconnect again, Shirisha, just in case if in between if it is disconnected. Another important thing is that the awareness card also speaks about feelings. Feelings are magnetic in nature. It's like connected to our heart chakra. Thoughts are electric in nature. So when we combine our feeling and thoughts, that is the F and T, when you combine, you get the end result. Okay, so it's extremely important in the card of the awareness that we have to be very, very mindful of the decisions that we are taking in our life. And the year 2024 is going to speak completely about being very conscious of using your thoughts, your feelings, your actions as such, and self love, and taking the your steps and way forward based upon it. Okay, so I guess you should reconnect again, so then I'll explain to you the next two cards
All right.
as such.
So I think we have 1 more minute. I think you can do with the last card.
Okay, now the card of participation. Now let's understand what is the meaning of the card participation. Okay, now this says that stop working alone. There is no harm, drop your ego, seek a support if you want to take from people. And we need to really understand that we can work in team or with others also. So we have two kind of support mechanism in our life. One is visible, second is invisible. The invisible support that we have is the universal support that we have as such. So when we have the invisible support, always that is coming in our life, it is through the way of meditation or spiritual practices, different ways that you can get connected. Visible is with people which are there in our life as such. So you can start accepting, asking, and seeing that, you allow yourself to take that and eliminate the negative energies and self-doubts, and focus the year 2024, which is coming in your life, being focused on the goals and take a plan of action. That is the card of participation. Once you do the previous two guidance, then is the card of breakthrough, a success which is holding for you. So you will get a moment of achievement and success which is going to come into your life. You have an attitude of gratitude. So the message in 2024 is, if you are following the first two guidances that has come, you have a possibility of hope, liberation, progress, and potential to overcome challenges and trust your abilities to be open as such. So you have 2024 coming with new beginnings, transformation, opportunities throughout the year, and change your vibrations and frequencies, and then you have a breakthrough in achieving success, growth, and progress. So that is a very in crisp understanding general guidance for year 2024.